The views expressed on this show belong to the host and guests of the Dust to Dawn podcast. For any questions or concerns, you can contact the host at dondon670-1452 at gmail.com. Hey everyone.
Is my mic okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Today's episode is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
I know, it's kind of scary, Dawn.
It's only 3 men looking at us.
Only 3 men plus you, and then there's me.
Yeah.
Bear or man?
What's that sound? This is my queen.
I choose a bear over a man.
Okay, I get the logic. Because, if you're in that's assuming you're in a forest, right?
Okay.
Because, if you're in a forest and you see a man, what are you doing there? I don't know what you're doing there.
Why am I
Engman.
I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna choose the bear.
No, but my point is, by the way, today's prop is this Canon 10 to 22
this
lens.
red Solo cup.
There's juice in there. But, if you're going into a forest, you would expect to see at least in a forest in the States, not in
Guam.
Not in Guam. Hold on, let me start the timer. Whoops.
Yeah, start a timer. Do you see how unprepared this host is?
Hey, it's 11 o'clock at night on a Wednesday. Okay,
On a hump day.
Yeah, someone.
As Rich Rocks would say.
Someone. Happy Hump Day Wednesday. You're tuning in to the Dust to Dawn podcast. Really quick, that was our code start. Sinky clap. Said clap, not snap. Welcome back to the Dust to Dawn podcast. Thank you guys so much for making, in this case, us a part of your day. And like I said, today's episode is filmed in front of a live studio audience. And I hope you guys like the new introduction where I'd say the views expressed on this show belong to the show host guests and belong solely to Dust Till Dawn. DTD.
That is correct.
Yes. This last episode, I talked about the what was happening between Palestine and Gaza.
Is that when you got your Jeff
Or
Pirates
Israel?
Cove tattoo?
No. I did mention that.
That's literally how you got your Jeff Pirates Cove tattoo.
No, I got the Jeff Pirates Cove tattoo right over there.
That's your previous episode, right?
For my yes, in that episode I talked about it.
Dude,
for my audio listeners,
he sent me his tattoo, and I was like, that's Jeff Pirates Cove. And what's funny is when we went around the island recently, him and didn't want to go to Jeff Pirates Cove. They wanted to go to Macraus, and they didn't order anything German food related.
I'm gonna have to bleep that person's name. Thanks for making me work.
Okay, can we start one more time?
No, we're not restarting. Don't worry. We can identify this person as a male. We just can't.
We didn't say his last name, didn't we?
Or first. I'm gonna bleep out the first name.
There's so many people with the same last names.
Okay, but regardless, Thea, for our anonymity's sakes, did I say that right? Audience member? Anonymity?
Aren't you supposed to be an English major?
I didn't graduate college. Did I say that right? Anonymity? I'm looking at you, Wayne.
What?
Anonymity. Anonymity.
Okay, the way you're pronouncing it, the word, I don't even know what you're saying. What's the word?
Anonymity? Anonymity?
Anonymity?
Anonymity?
Yes, that's the word I think you're trying to say.
Thank you. I hope you guys heard him. Hopefully these mics pick him
You
up.
can bleep me, I guess. I'm trying my best not to cuss in the first 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Right, Dawn?
yes. According,
Reminding our man.
I told you, this is filmed in front of a live studio audience. And if you haven't picked it up for my audio listeners, thank you so much to Miss Moonlit Thea for once again being my first guest on season 2 of this podcast.
Oh my God, you're season 2 already?
Yeah.
Wait, how many? This is your first or second? I know, Dawn. I will move it up to closer to my mouth.
What?
Relax there. We're only 2 minutes in. Oh my gosh.
Tree. But continue.
Close enough. This is your first episode?
No. You think you're special? First
Yes.
episode? No, it's gosh. Episode 3 of season 2. Every 10 episodes.
What?
Yeah, every 10 episodes a new season.
Who is your 10th host?
I don't always have 10 guests, dude.
Is it because you're a loser?
Excuse you, unlike your little shenanigans over there, I'm consistent.
Wow.
I can film 2 episodes in one day.
But didn't it used to be on Sunday? Now it's a Wednesday?
Okay, but unlike y'all who can
Unlike who?
Unlike y'all, I can't outsource my editing. I record. I come up with the topics. I edit.
Do you really? I think like bleep this person's like whispering in your ears right now.
Huh? Okay, but he's just making sure this person.
You know why? Because you're out of your mind.
The producer ensures that I stay on track and make sure that what I'm saying is like coherent and actually a good podcast. However, comma.
However.
Yeah, I did learn something in English.
Wow.
So the producer, of course, helps me out. Give special shout out to the producer. We're in. Follow the Patreon.
It's going to be called Triple D. That's what I'm naming this person. Triple D. Or Double D.
I'm going to bleep that all out. But
what?
Talk to the mic. But so shout out to the producer for giving me this space and these mics to use. Only thing I'm providing is my thoughts, the guests, and my
it's not
camera.
Worth it.
It's very worth it. Because I have full creative freedom, unlike someone next to me.
Oh.
So,
hey, stop it before you get shut up.
Okay. So Thea here, as many of you, like all 5 of my viewers.
200 of your viewers. 200.
Those 200 are only on your episode. This episode is going to blow up because, like you're here, I'm going to put you in the thumbnail. So, because again, last time I mostly had men. I think it was all men but you. But
hey, maybe they like you, Don. Maybe they like yours.
My solo episodes get like 12 views.
Shut up, Don. That's not true. I stalk your viewers.
Stop lying. Anyway, we talked about towards the tail end of the first season when you were last on how you were going to do your own podcast.
Yes.
We're not going to get into... Is it recording?
It is recording. The red dot's on.
Okay. We talked about how you were going to start your own podcast.
That is correct.
I'll let you reveal what you want to reveal. But my question really is, obviously, we talked about in the past how we were both in the media.
Right.
You were the weather. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just putting my hair in a crisscross applesauce.
Heard. So we were both in the media. You were the weather anchor, and you were also a journalist. Like on top of being a regular journalist. Mm-hmm. I was your news director, and our other news director is here in this room. Shout out Wayne,
who left me, by the way, after he hired me.
Who told me how to say anonymity? Did I say anonymity? Anonymity. Thank you. Clearly, my Saipan's strong. So, how did it feel? I know you didn't have a guest in that podcast.
Not yet.
But you, in your podcast, again, I'll let you mention what you want to mention. There's a total of 3 of y'all.
Yes.
You and 2 other guest hosts.
That's correct.
Or co-hosts, excuse me.
Co-host.
How did it feel?
Honestly, at first, with my other co-host, which I can name, which is Spellrel and McQuinn, that's their quote-unquote stage name / actual name. It was, I was honest with them. I was like, I don't think I could really, the word is, I can't really describe a synonym for it, but vibe with you guys because you're either much older than me and also are interested in different things than me. But I think it works well because you need that kind of contrast within hosts. You can't all be the same. You need different viewpoints, different interests, different things to make that podcast interesting for all different viewers. So with the 3 different hosts, I think it's perfect for me. But the challenge is really finding out our image or our strategy as a podcast itself. Because we want to have fun. We want to be able to engage with the viewers and say whatever we want. We also have to understand that we are going to be out and about with different people like viewing us. So we need to be able to, we can say whatever we want, but to an extent. So currently we're just trying to find our
image,
your vibe, and how we want to go about things. But we're experimenting, like we're starting it out and we're figuring things out, and eventually we'll figure it out. I said that out like so many times. That's like the reality of it, because the first step is going for it. And then the next step is figuring out what you want to do with it. And third step is really continuing with your identity as a content creator, as a host, or whatever it is. So I'm sure, Don, this is your second season and you're learning as you go.
Dude, yeah, a lot of
with
people.
Your guest, with yourself.
Yeah, speaking of second season, how do you feel about the change in set?
Honestly, I was more comfortable with the couch. But I mean, I think this is a more professional set because I have to just like straighten up my posture for this set. You know what I mean?
You don't like being next to me?
No, I don't. I'm unfortunately next to you right now. What the hell?
See, and you like the I have the boom arm, so I get to relax.
I was like chilling on the couch last season, but
yeah, but the problem was we got to hear you every time you move the mic.
I know they were like on my ass about it. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm moving it right, but no, I wasn't. But it's okay.
It's okay. We live and we learn.
Exactly what like a podcast, as a media person, as a content creator, you live and you learn. Style wise, content wise, host wise, you live and you learn.
Yeah, man. So on top of that, so on my end, because I don't typically have a co-host.
Right, you're on your own.
I have a guest host. Oh, speaking of hosts, probably can see it on Wave 105's Facebook page by the time this comes out.
Stop plugging yourself.
I'm plugging myself. I'm doing a live radio show on Wave 105 FM. It's already over by the time this podcast comes out. But you can watch it on their YouTube, their Facebook.
You know it's crazy.
What?
We used to work for the same. So
we finish each other's sandwiches.
Shut up, Han. Or no, you're not Han. Is that Han? But what's
fake frozen?
What's funny is like we used to work for the same company, then we dispersed into our own company, and then I was getting recruited by my old company and now they work for my current company, which is hilarious to me. Like how the tables have turned. That's for me.
The producer brought
me some quote unquote kimchi bowl. I know it's not a kimchi bowl, but wait a minute, it's mine. Okay, there's not enough soup. There's just noodles. This cook, terrible. There's not enough soup on this. What is this? It's just noodles.
Noodles.
Ungrateful indeed.
Thank you to our studio audience for participating in this podcast and the producer for providing refreshments. Again, it's 11 at night. Please bear with us. But no, yeah, it was a fun experience. And I feel you because first season, I was reviewing the footage. I was listening back to my voice. I was like, I do have a face for radio.
My God, Don, my first ever video appearance.
What do you mean?
It was terrible.
With me?
With me as a weather person.
Oh, I was so offended. I was like, wow.
Not you. Your Japanese accent was really strong though.
It's still strong.
I know. But bro, my not my accent, but the way I spoke was like AI times 10. It was terrible. I spoke so fast.
Can you give a sample? A sample?
No, I can't anymore. You guys made me train to be a robot. Can you just imagine?
What was your intro again?
Through sunny days and stormy nights.
I got you. Oh, there. Let me impersonate. Thank you to the producer. There you go. Y'all wanted to hear the producer's voice. There you go. You pay for the Patreon when it comes out, all right? And maybe you'll hear an AI distorted version of the producer. In rainy days, excuse me.
Through sunny days?
Through sunny days and stormy nights, so welcome to the weather project.
I said it. That's how I was rapping the weather report. It was ridiculous.
Dude, I it really sounded like you ate your words, like how you're slurping that.
No, I really do eat my words. But, you learned over time.
Yeah, you improved. It only took a little bit of time. But...
Shut up.
So, but I feel you, because in season 1 of the podcast, when I was reviewing the footage, right?
Right.
It looked like, especially my solo episodes, it looked like there was a stick up my butt. Because I was
there is.
You'd know. But don't beat me up.
So
But yeah, I took myself, even back then, I was like, oh, I'm not going to take myself too seriously, but I'm reviewing it. I'm like, I'm too serious. Like,
I know, me too.
and then, so I got critiques from like my homies who listen, like I'm going to shout him out. His name is Mitchell. He watches or listens to podcasts frequently, like Trash Taste being an anime podcast. They
Right.
don't really talk about anime. They're stationed in Japan. Wayne over here, part of the studio audience, listens to the Suburb Talks. But we were talking about how like, really, I was too serious. Like I'm listening. I'm like, again, I'm preaching, but I'm like, what authority did I have, you know? And I'm like,
Honestly, but it is your podcast. You have the authority.
No, I get that, but I was watching. I said, you know, if I didn't know me, and my friends said it too, if they didn't know who I was, they'd be bored.
That's true.
So hence why, remember before, I just jumped straight into the podcast.
So let's get into like all the interesting details then, if you're going to be interesting.
I am. That's why we started with my ASMR intro, and then we got Wayne coming up in here.
Okay, then let's be interesting. So after our little break, let's be interesting.
Okay.
Let's get into the juicy details.
Okay, we're going to talk about your romance or your...
My romance?
No. No, that's too spicy. That's the Patreon podcast. But
if you want to know more, subscribe.
But no, yes, subscribe. But I feel you though, because like when I was watching your episodes intently, all three.
Bro, one of our unreleased podcasts for our thing was about when we lost our virginity.
Oh man.
But you guys will never know because it's not going to be released ever.
It's the Patreon.
It's a Patreon. It wasn't my choice. I said it loud. Not really proud, but I said it. Because I had to, but...
You know, you say the three of you don't really intertwine, but all of y'all are the party spice.
Honestly, it's the four of us.
Oh, yeah. Your sound guy.
Our sound guy, very vocal.
And fan shout him out.
Shout out to DJ Jabo or...
DJ Ari.
Jabari.
DJ.
But honestly, after this break, we're going to get into some more juicy details since Donna wants to get
into that.
We're
not on the break yet.
Oh, soon we will. Look at the time.
We still got this. That's a 30-minute recording.
When's your break?
When I feel like we want to break.
Then that's when you feel like
Are you breaking up with me?
Yes. I always tend to break up with people.
I know.
I'm that toxic.
I know. Anyway, so really quick. So typically I have a prop up here for season 2. I have a prop.
It's the prop.
No, and not your red Solo cup. And I talk about it, but both of us got ADHD. I think.
What you mean both of us?
Dude, I'd be talking.
That's you.
Okay, I'm trying to steer the conversation straight, and you're taking it another way,
rumor
woman.
has it that I don't have. What'd you say? HIV. Is that what you say? What'd you say? I was say ADHD, but it doesn't sound right.
Oh man, I'm gonna get canceled.
What did he say? What did he say?
One's a mental disorder and the other one's a sexual disease.
That's why I didn't say it. I was like, that's wrong.
Immunocompromised disease, bro.
An SEX disease. I don't have it. He has it.
What?
What did you say?
I said ADHD.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Don't gaslight me right now.
We'll review the tape.
You didn't say ADHD, babe.
See, she's trying not to curse. Anyway.
I'm trying so hard.
So, bringing back the conversation. So, today's prop, because I didn't have anything nice in my car, my storage unit. If you've been in my car, you know, it's like storage unit. So is Thea's. So, you're welcome. I speak for us now. So, I'll give you the ring later. So... Today's prop is this Canon EFS 10 to 22 mil. This is a wide angle lens, and I use it for vlogs. And tune into the vlog. I don't think it'll be out yet because it's a lot of footage, and I have to censor a lot of Thea's bad mouth.
What you mean, my mouth? You did the same exact thing as me. I wasn't cussing the most.
You were.
No, I wasn't.
You were.
No, I was. He's He's gaslighting you guys.
No.
I really wasn't. I was just like, whoopee, speed, food. That's all it was.
Anyway, how did you feel about that little around the island thing? So the vlog is about us going around the island in the Tesla. How did you feel about that?
I thought that the producer's driving was amazing. It might have scared the other passengers, but to me, it was great.
So the other passenger who's here with us in our studio audience said he checked off his bucket list of going on a roller coaster.
Yes. But honestly,
what? Talk to the mic.
It was really fun. I didn't like the restaurant choice though. They were a bunch of hypocrites, in my opinion, because they were like, "I want to go here," but when they went there, they ordered everything else that wasn't meant to be on the menu of this certain location. I was like, "We could have gone anywhere else," and he was like, "Oops."
Okay.
I'm so mad about that.
I'm gonna give context. This restaurant had it's the only restaurant here. Okay, this restaurant had was known for their cultural dishes, and someone got food that you could get at any restaurant. So that's why she's salty.
I know. I could have gotten this food instead of this like other food, and on top of that,
she's a chicken nugget girly.
I am not. I just love seafood, and there was no seafood. And on top of that, I had lost my wallet. But I found it. So blessed Don on Donkey, but the photo booth place of Don and Donkey for retrieving my wallet. I'm such a lucky person for that. Like,
shout out to the staff there. They're very nice.
Super lucky. Because for me, I didn't know that it wasn't normal to not carry your SS card with you. I thought it was completely normal to have it in your wallet, but apparently, no. You're supposed to keep it in a private folder at your home, not your wallet.
You keep it with your passport. I keep mine with my passport.
I didn't know that. I just thought it was normal to have it in your wallet, so I just kept it in my wallet.
Well, you live and you learn.
I mean, I definitely learned. I was freaking out for like
a good
one day.
Right. But anyway, we're really quick. The reason why, on top of the reasons of me not being able to find a nice prop, this lens, it's a Canon lens, and we're going to talk about it after the break, but Thea got into photography.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about it after the break, but to give you a sneak peek on what we're going to talk about, Thea bought a Canon camera. Shout out to Canon. Our good friend Jeanette Sampson bought Sony, and that's yuck.
Yes. We're in contrast right now.
No. I love any camera brand, but I'm a diehard Canon user because I like the color science, and we'll talk about what I mean by that. Thea doesn't care about anything.
I don't.
She doesn't care.
I think it looks pretty.
She just likes to press button.
I do.
But speaking of button, we're gonna take a quick break.
Yes.
And we're gonna enjoy these bowl noodles together.
And my kimchi bowl.
That's what I meant. Okay, bye.
Bye.
This episode is brought to you by Snap Guam Studios. Film photography is making a comeback on island. One of the questions I get ever since I started film photography is where I get my roles developed. Snap Guam is a Guam-based photography and videography studio that offers film development and scanning services. They also have a variety of different film stocks like Kodak Gold and my favorite, Portra 800. Want to start getting into film photography? They also sell film cameras from SLRs to rangefinders and disposables. Get your film developed by Snap Guam Studio today. Contact them on Instagram at snap.film.record_gu. This episode is brought to you by D-Day Studios. D-Day Studios is a local photography and videography service run by, me. And this is my podcast, so shameless plug. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at D-Day Studio 670 and send me a message if you want to take some bomb photos today. Again, that is D-Day Studio 670 on Instagram. Now back to the episode. Welcome back from the break. You good?
I'm good. Are you good, Don?
You didn't finish your soba.
What?
So you didn't finish your soba?
My soba? No, I'm going to continue eating it.
Okay.
Need a little snack.
Right on.
Right on.
We call that soba in Saipan. Anything with noodles is soba.
I know it's not I say kimchi bowl, but I know it's not a kimchi bowl. It's the blue one. It's
bowl noodle.
It's the hot and spicy one. Whatever. Ooh. I spilled it on Don.
No, you didn't spill on the table.
On the table. It's okay. Whatever.
Speaking of spill.
Still delicious.
It's time to spill the tea.
Ooh, what tea?
Spill the tea on why you pick. You shoot with a Canon G7X. Okay, we're gonna get technical up in here a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit, because I know most of my viewers don't care. about the technical. I know you don't
Okay.
really care about the technical side.
Yeah.
But you picked a Canon G7X, and I shoot Canon primarily. This is a Canon M50 we're shooting on. It's my workhorse.
Oh, okay.
So, and I mentioned before the break, Jeanette Sampson, our good friend, shoots with a Sony.
Loser.
Both of you shoot with point and shoot cameras.
Okay.
What made you get into this camera? This $800 camera.
Honestly, it's so embarrassing, but I just chose it because I saw it on TikTok. I saw all everybody getting good pictures with it, and I'm easily convinced that that's good. But I mean, I don't have any complaints with it so far. But really, the main reason is because I call it the influencer camera.
Right.
And honestly, it hasn't disappointed me so far. But I shoot with auto.
No problem with that.
I know Don is auto, whatever. But I mean, I know how to edit. I use the same things that Don uses to edit.
Lightroom?
I know how to edit. The camera part with the manual settings, I need to learn more on it. But the reason I got it is just because I was influenced by social media.
And you got it for the Eras Tour, right? Not the Eras Tour, the
Yes,
Taylor. Is it Eras Tour? I don't know.
It's called the Eras Tour. I mean, I think it's going to be a great camera for me to use with me, my best friend, and my mom for the Eras Tour, which I'm so excited to go on. It's going to be my first, I believe it's my first official concert besides the concerts on the island with the reggae bands, the Rebel Soldiers, Brian McKnight, all the
Oh, I didn't go to Brian McKnight.
I went there for my mom, but I never want to consider that my first concert. I want to consider Taylor Swift my first concert in London. And maybe I'll find me a London boy, but I probably won't because I'm just going to take a picture and then leave.
You hear that, dear viewers and listeners? She's single. Anyway.
No one from London for sure.
No, they're mostly from the Philippines and the US. But for now. But my kababayan. But so you got the Canon, you shoot an auto. There's no problem with shooting an auto. I know I like to dog you on it.
I know.
But how did it feel? Because you're primarily behind the camera.
I am.
And then I'm sorry. You're primarily in front of the camera as the model, and someone else will be taking your photos or videos. Prior to this recording, we did a little shoot for your promo, but for your reel. But how did it feel now with the responsibility of being behind the camera and capturing the moment?
Man, so the first thing is I love being on the other side of the camera because I have my own vision. I wish there was two of me when shooting myself.
So you have a tripod.
But there isn't. There's a tripod. But the second thing I learned is, how photographers have to edit pictures.
Yeah.
To me, I thought it was always not that it was easy, but quick. But when I had to edit pictures for my own photo shoot that I did with 9-10 people, it took me 3 days.
I took you?
Shut up, Don. It took me 3 days to edit everything. And that wasn't even going above and beyond with the edits. Those were basic edits to me.
That's hence why I told you don't shoot in auto, because it will save you so much time.
I get that, but I mean, I tried manual, but according to TikTok settings,
oh my gosh,
I just didn't work out for me. I don't.
No. I get it because it's its own thing. Even me, when I first started, I used to shoot auto white balance. White balance is the color temperature.
I know what white balance. I know how to edit on. Relax.
Okay, but you're assuming that our viewers know.
It's okay. They'll figure it out, right?
See, and then look that's what happened to you, and look what happened. Anywho,
what a hater.
I don't hate. I appreciate.
No, but I like being behind the scenes at the same time because I have my own vision when it comes to certain things. I'm a creative person by ideas, but I always had the hard time of making it happen in a sense because I'm not an artist.
Me neither.
I'm just an idea person.
Me too.
I love to tell people what to do, how to do it, but at the end of the day, it's I can't do it.
No, I feel you. That's why I got into photography because I can't draw. But
yeah,
I can't draw or paint to save my life. But
Exactly.
hence why I try to capture a picture, then I get frustrated.
And I think pictures are beautiful. I like the off guard shots. I recently, my first like main whatever photo shoot was with my friend's wedding, and I loved it. I like capturing people's moments. I'm on the mic.
I know, but you're not wearing the headset, so I can monitor you.
I like capturing people's moments more than posing them, but even posing them is very cute too.
How was it like shooting a wedding?
It was annoying.
Did you do it for free?
Of course I
As
did.
a gift?
Of
Oh,
course
you're
I
so
did. It's
sweet.
one of my good friends, and I'm very happy for them.
Yeah.
I think it was cute. Did I send you the gallery?
No, but I saw photos.
I sent you some photos.
Yeah, and I thought it was nice.
I'm very, you know, it's hilarious though. I told you about this, but Lightroom has the same exact like filter and settings that I see so many photographers have.
I know they're called.
Not naming anybody, but with the filters and the settings that I use
they're
on
called presets, but yes.
yeah, presets on Lightroom. I'm like, damn, I can do this shit for like $1,000. You don't have to bleep that out.
I know we're past the
We're past 10-minute
but
mark.
I'm like, well, I agree and I disagree to a certain extent. Only because presets can only get you so far.
I know, but the style of photo they have on their like Instagram.
I know, but most of those photographers that use those are old. So
That's more of a diss than what I said.
If you feel offended, I didn't name anybody, but if you're offended, I'm talking about you. So
But it's not that it's bad. It's just like I can do the same shit.
no, and I feel you. It's just one of the issues that I have and not issues, one of the disagreements I have with that. It's because like the reason why I tell you to shoot manual versus
I know,
full auto,
yeah.
and it's because eventually you're gonna come within a roadblock, and that's what I noticed when I started my photography journey. For like the first, I think, month or so, I was shooting auto, and then I was like, "How come I can't?" So sometimes a client will ask, "Oh, I really want a blurry background," and then I'm like, "Oh, so you edit it on Photoshop? You quote fix it in post?" That's what a lot of photographers say,
Right. That's what I try to do.
right? But you just said it. Just you color correcting. You didn't Photoshop anyone out, right? Did you do any like?
I tried to remove some people, but it was really difficult.
See,
It looked bad.
and that's why I told. There was one shoot she and I did. I think it was at a pool, a local pool, local hotel pool. And it took me forever to get rid of people in the background.
Because they requested for people to not be on camera.
Right, but my point being, it's like, you see what? But had we just waited for people, that's why you want to get the shot close to perfect. When you click the shutter button, so when you do go and put your own style in the edit, you don't have to work so hard.
But Dawn's style is very like
What's my style?
Cool tone. There's a blue tint to it.
Is it blue?
It really is. It's
I thought it was warm.
No, it's not. It's very cool tint, Dawn.
Am I colorblind?
Yeah.
Isn't it cool tint? It's cool. It's blue.
This is blue.
Dawn, that's blue to me. Like
Okay,
even my photo shoots, even your recent one, it's very blue.
This is a bad example because this is like in a club light. Hold on.
It's blue, Dawn. No,
This is blue.
it's warm would be more saturated than that.
I don't
No,
like I don't like saturated
Exactly.
photos.
You're very cool toned.
This is blue.
Yes. That
Where's
is
the-
very blue.
Where's the blue?
The background on, I'm trying to remember not to cuss right now, on Dawn's behalf.
Thank you.
But let's very blue.
This is blue.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Maybe I'm colorblind.
Because every photographer that I work with, I always try to sense a pattern with them. And Dawn says that there's like a blue tint to it somewhere.
Here's my. If I'm not lazy, here are some photos.
Even my
And-
recent photo shoot with Dawn, it's very cool toned.
Which one's that?
The one with the hotel.
Oh, here.
Very cool toned.
For my audio listeners, go on YouTube so you can see the photos we're talking about.
But like we're enough talking about photography. Let's get into the detail.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
No,
Come
okay, yeah,
on.
that's why we're still gonna talk about photography. During the break, you and our dear audience member Wayne were talking about the difference in the gaze, GAZE, between a male and female photographers. And this is something I see. Shout out to these local photographers. I
love them.
I do think we need more females in the scene of
I do.
photography. Her name, she recently did it with Destiny. Sveta, yes.
I love her.
Is
She's so
it
beautiful.
Sveta?
I think I'm pronouncing her as Sveta.
I was going to say SVET. Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
Sveta. SVETA
Sveta.
Torres photo.
Yes.
So she
Amazing work.
You did one with her prior to Destiny shoot, right?
2, 3 with her actually.
Nice. Here's her Instagram.
Yeah, but for me, I mean, I love male photographers at the same time, but I feel more comfortable with female photographers. I think there's a difference between male and female gaze. Not that it's a bad or negative thing, but there is a difference. With male gaze, not that it's a negative thing, but it's more of the body, more of the sexual side of a female. Again, it's not wrong for a female to want to feel sexy or hot in their body and their own skin. But it's not the only photo shoot that I personally want to do. That's why I love working with female photographers, because they don't only focus on the sexy side of a female. They focus on the beauty, the environment that you're shooting in, but every aspect that plays into the factor of creating the perfect photo for me.
I see that.
I don't know, you can see that, but I don't think you can experience it firsthand.
My point being, it's like as a male photographer, videographer, like there's some things cannot do with a female client or model. As a male in general, I do have to always ask for permission.
Mm-hmm.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, for the record.
Right.
It's just there's some things like we're not in. For me, I feel more awkward trying to do experimental stuff, like to express my models. I'm trying to find the right word without trying to get canceled. trying to bring out more of my model with more creative shoots. So lately I've been trying to. I was never comfortable with doing bikini shoots, I think you and Jeanette were the first two I actually did.
Right.
And I was like, this is so weird.
Right.
Because I'm more of by trade, I'm landscape photography.
I know.
So that's why I can kind of I resonate more with these female. A lot of my inspiration when it comes to photography, other than Peter McKinnon, are female photographers. Because I'm like, I cannot do that.
My favorite female photographer is Esther Cannon. I think because for me, a picture shouldn't just be the model itself, but the story it tells. That's why but not a lot of people, for me, I know what the people that look at my Instagram like. And I'll do them. But for me personally, I love telling a story through photography. It's not just about the person.
And I get that's also why I'm very hesitant to do not hesitant. I get it in terms of the Instagram algorithm and in terms of selling the brand.
Right.
Because most of the time these creative shoots, they'll get me somewhere. But most of the time, people are not going to pay me for this really nice photo. Rather, they would like to see me do a regular headshot for a company.
Yeah.
I can easily make $200 just marketing myself to a company who needs headshots.
Right.
It won't take me that long. If they're can you just Photoshop this blemish out? Honestly, I know we were complaining earlier about Photoshopping people out, but Photoshopping a random pimple out of someone's face is way faster and easier than Photoshopping a whole person out of a background in the pool.
Never trust social media. It's most of the time fake.
Right. But you get my point though, right? It's very... the brand that we're trying to sell, right? For me, I said it in a more stuck up, snooty way in earlier podcasts. Well, to me, I interpret it as snooty. Other people say, "No, you're good." We're our own worst critic. But anyway, I was saying how I cannot pay my bills with a very nice photo.
Yeah.
right?
But that's environmental wise.
Right, but say to me, it's the apple to star apple, still an apple. Like, let's say you and I do a creative shoot. Like, yeah, we might get like those people. I might get clients who might message me like, "Oh, we want a similar shoot like that." Great,
Right.
but those clients are a dime a dozen. Versus if I do a more conventional photo
Like
shoot,
a bikini shoot.
yeah, more people. I would probably get tapped on by bikini brands, clothing brands more often. So that's where I think as a creative, you have to find a fine balance in between. And I'm looking at you now. You're diverging. I don't think that's the right term.
Divergent.
Yeah, right. I was about to do this, but it's Hunger Games. But what do you call that? Actually, yeah, I think diverging is the right word. You're going to different avenues, like
Right.
tapping into photography. You edit. Since I met you, you started working with other brands, national brands,
Right.
and their local franchise chains. I won't name them here, but you were doing their reels. You're doing like promotions on your own time, but now you're equipping yourself with like quote unquote more professional equipment.
Right. I'm
So,
trying.
How does it feel now that you're slowly trying to find a balance between I want to do this creative thing, but I also want to make money?
Well, to me, obviously, in terms of audience, they don't particularly like me branching off to other opportunities, whether it's another company or another style of photography that I do. I know my audience, and it's mostly the basic kinds of bikini photography, which I'm totally fine with. I like bikinis, but for me, it's not only about that. I like to branch out to different styles, working with other brands, and exploring out of the ordinary, at least for this island. So even though it has like kind of an factor to it, I don't care. Because it's my social media account, it's my personality, and it's me who I'm trying to show.
I guess.
So at the end of the day, it's just me. So if you like it or not, that's up to you. But if I like it, I'm gonna show it off. And it's not about the likes, the comments. It's really not.
Are you sure?
It's really not.
Okay. This is my next take.
Okay.
And this is one I literally just came up because you
Okay.
mentioned it. You said it's literally not, and I quote,
About the likes.
it's literally not about the likes and comments, which I can kind of see, right? But again, apple to star apple. You have more of a following base than I do, right? For me, but I still get it because like in my fair share of being in the media, I got my fair share of criticism. But again, nothing compared to what you've been through. Because oh my God, dude. Women have it tough in this space.
I've been through it. With
Women
the
have it really
criticism.
tough. But like, really though, like for me as a trying to monetize this, sorry, you got distracted. For us trying to monetize this, for me, right, trying to monetize this aspect, I'd be like looking at the numbers, looking at the likes, looking at the comments, looking at the engagements, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's where not discrepancy, the difference between the two of us is because I have a lower following count. I have to try and look at these analytics to try and sell myself versus
That's
you.
true.
Like,
But you're selling something different though. You're selling actual video content that you like spend time editing, like figuring out. For me, not that it's not a big deal, but it's just pictures to me. But most of my audience are male people. So I don't always want to focus on what they want. It's more what I want. I think we need to focus more on satisfying ourselves rather than the audience, because if we're just trying to satisfy the audience, then are we really making what is this called?
art.
No, well, art, but like legit. Like, are we staying true to ourselves? 'Cause you can fake it till you make it, but up like till what point can you fake it?
Well, I've been faking it a lot.
No, you're not. Shut up.
But I fake a lot of things.
So do I.
Oh, dang! You didn't have to tell her business
But
like
I'm
that.
just saying, like, for like,
They don't shoot me friends.
Like literally, like
She's still single.
to me, it's like you can fake it till you make it so far until you get tired out and like you dread doing another thing.
No, I feel you. I really do because like I had this whole personality disorder, like being in the media and
Yeah.
being an anchor. I was like, man, dude, I don't seem. And then I get stopped at Payless and they're like, boy, Hafa, what's happening right now in the news? And I'm just like, were you?
But exactly what I'm saying is like you can't satisfy everybody. So once you like you get one of like you get your following, you get your followers, whatever. Now it's time to really stay true to yourself because they didn't follow you just to follow the trend. They followed you for you.
That's fair.
And you can't, yes, you can get followers from being somebody that you're not, but are they going to stay loyal to you?
Ooh.
They're
Yeah.
not. People are not stupid. They can see through fake, especially with social media. Nothing is what it seems. Trust me.
Oh, I know. I get. I'm just like every time Thea and members of our studio audience here go out, I'm just like, wow, Thea, are you Miss Moonlit?
I know it's crazy. Like I'm just here for, honestly, I'm either there for work or just to support my friends.
Right. Hey, but I felt proud recently. I was like, oh, they're like, hey, don't you have a podcast? I'm like, oh, who are you? You listen? Oh, I can add you to my viewers.
That's still done?
You're viewer number 6 now. You're loyal member number 6.
I'm dead,
no,
bruh.
but, and I do agree though. I think again, apple to orange, apple to star apple, both to apples.
What? Whatever.
Because like you said, there is a slight difference between the two of us because you're selling. Okay, I'm trying to watch my word
It's
here.
okay. I'm selling myself.
You're selling your brand is you. You
Yeah.
are the product. My
I am.
product is photo video services.
Right.
And now this service. And I do agree with that. Hence why like I think I'm more caught up in analytics versus
Sure.
like
No, I'm caught up in it too, but sometimes it's like it's so tiring to really be like, wow, this post isn't getting as much traction as I want it to be. But like, what else do I need to do to get people traction, man?
no, I feel you, man. Sometimes
It's exhausting.
I remember one time one photo I put up, I didn't tell anybody. I did not edit it. 100 likes. And one photo I spent 3 days editing is one photo. 20.
So it's like at this point, it's like you just go for it and hope for the best.
Right. But as we wrap up, what do you have to... We got 3 minutes. So wrap up.
Number 3.
To wrap up, what do you have to say for people females specifically, going from model to do you encourage them to go from being the model to the artist?
I think you need to figure out the art, like you be a model, but you also need to understand the other side of it because it's just as complicated. I think if you understand both sides of the story, it'll really make you or help you figure out your brand, yourself, and the identity that you want to follow, like further on. But if you don't understand the other side of it, the other side of the camera, then you're gonna be really, I don't know how to explain it.
Lost?
You're not lost. It's like if you understand both aspects to it, you can really understand the art itself. It's easy. It's not that it's easy. It's just like it's one thing to stand behind the camera. It's another thing to be in front of the camera.
I feel you.
Camera.
People think that just because we're media personalities that we can MC.
Like
It's
yeah,
really
I know.
hard.
Like be a model, yes, but also understand the aspects of photography, editing, or the other art of it. Because it's just as complicated as you think it is. It's not easy to edit a photo within one day. It's not easy to just pose because the photographer has to like angle it a certain way, make sure the lighting, the settings are in your favor. You can be beautiful, but a camera can make you look ugly.
Or I'd be snapping because people be telling me how long does it take to edit 10 photos.
Understand both aspects and it'll help you like grow as a person, as a model in your career itself. It'll just help you. But if you don't want to, that's cool too. But just be generous, or just be like understanding of the photographer. That's really all.
Yes, please be understanding of me.
But Dawn, finish my reel within the next day.
Please, You want to see the reel? Follow her at moonlit.thea on Instagram, on the socials.
I need it in within until
It'll be
in
out
2 days.
by the time this comes out, it's already out. Be sure to see that reel. It's it's a Baywatch theme. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you to our live studio audience. They be making us have a great podcast. This is an interesting one. Shout out to y'all. Until next time, stay chechelu. Adios.
Bye, everyone.